Okay, on this problem, it says to draw the image of the triangle under a dilation with a center at the black point and a scale factor or a dilation of 2. So what we're going to have to do is count how far each point is, A, B, and C, is away from D, and then multiply that by the dilation factor, which on this problem is 2. Okay, so let's do it one at a time here. So let's deal with point A. So how far is point A from point D? So you can see on this problem that D has an x value of 8 and point A has an x value of 6, and 8 minus 6 is 2. Or you can just count how many hash marks were down. So here it is at 8, 1, 2, it's 2 to the left. So since the dilation factor is 2, we have to take that 2 and multiply it by 2 to get 4. So here this is worked out. You can see that the black point is at the point 8, 1 right here. The point A is at 6, 2. Then we can get how much it's moved. So 8 minus 6 is 2. That's how much it's moved along the x-axis horizontally. And 2 minus 1 is 1. See, 2, it's at the point 2, height, and it went down to 1. That's 1. So if the dilation factor is 2, then we multiply these values by 2. So we get 2 times 2 is 4, and 1 times 2 is 2. And that tells us how much we have to move from this point to get the new image of A. So this was 2 to the left. Since the dilation factor is 2, we take 2 times 2, and we say 4 points to the left. And 4 points to the left of 8 takes you to an x value of 4, and that's where that 4 came from. Same idea. This was 1 point higher. Now it's going to be twice that because of the dilation factor. So instead of being 1 point higher, it's 2 points higher. And 2 onto 1 is 3, and that's where the y value comes from. So the new point A, which we label A prime, is going to be at the point 4, 3. So let me go ahead and put that point on there so you can see it. So that's point A right there. And then you do the same thing with point B. From D to B, in terms of horizontal, it was moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points to the left. Or you could just say 8 minus 2 is 6. Dilation factor on this problem is 2. So take that distance of 6 and multiply by 2, and you get 12 points to the left. So 12 points to the left of 8 takes you down to negative 4. So my new point B, at this point I'll write it down. So my new point B is at, so far we know the x value is at negative 4. Okay, and these are usually labeled with a little hash mark above them. Just read B prime. So that's at negative 4. How about the y part? Well, this y value on B is 4. This y value on D is 1. And that's 3 units higher. So now multiply that by the dilation factor of 2 and you say 6 units higher. And 6 onto that 1 takes you up to 7. So the new point should be at negative 4, 7. And let me go ahead and turn that point on. So there's your new point right there. And let me make sure I have point A labeled right. I think I moved it a tad. It's actually should be 6, 2. So we have that there, 6, 2 to be exact on there. It just was moved a tad bit. And then the same thing with point C. Let's take a look at point C. It is 1 point to the left. See, this is at 8. Point C is at 7. So 1 point to the left, multiply that by the dilation factor of 2, and that moves it over to 6. So your x part of the coordinate C is at 6. How high is it? Well, this was, D point was at 1, and the C point is at 5. That's 4 units higher. Multiply that by the dilation factor of 2, and 4 times 2 is 8. Add 8 units onto the D point of 1, and you get up to 9. So 6, 9 is the location for C prime. Then connect the dots, and you have it all done. You have an image of triangle ABC with a dilation factor of 2 from point D. And you can see that the lines do run parallel. This B prime, C prime is parallel to BC. C prime, A prime is parallel to this one. And just A to B is definitely running parallel with this. And each line is twice as long as the other line. And that's everything with this problem. So I'll stop this right here.